What's up, YouTube? I got another review for you guys. It's actually a double whammy. I got a review for the Circa Valeo and the Habitat Garcia. Let's start with the Circa. Alright, so this is an all suede but a canvas collar shoe. It's a vulcanized outsole with a really tacky triangle tread pattern on the bottom. Like, this is some of the best traction I've ever had on a skate shoe. It's lasted some of the longest. The outsole itself didn't last too long. It was pretty moderate. The suede did hold up really well. I didn't shoot these either. I skated these just till they burnt out. And they did skate really well. They just outweighed my expectations by like a mile to how they skated. The flick was perfect. The toe was perfectly pointed, and the flick is just great. It wasn't too durable. I mean, I only skated them for maybe a month-ish. I didn't skate them for too long, which is kind of a bummer because I really like these shoes. This is like one of my favorite shoes I've ever had. Didn't last as long as I had hoped. I do really like the way it looks though. It's obviously the back lacing is derived from a casual boat shoe, while the front toe doesn't have the boat stitching, so it's really better for skating instead of those boat patches. Stupid. It's got a 3-lace, which is perfect. I don't like too many laces, and they're really hiked back and up. I got a big toe cap, and they're really far away from the laces, so you're not going to rip any laces. It's double stitched, and the stitching is really far back as well, which is really efficient. I have an overlaid toe cap, which means it's on top of the mid pad, and it goes farther back instead of like up to here. It's way back here, and so I'm not going to rip the stitching, but I will rip a hole, which I got 2 holes, which happens when I shoot the suede after a while. Yeah, this is a solid shoe. If you like thin Volk shoes, this is your guy. Alright, next one. The Habitat Garcia. This shoe is, I didn't skate this one as long, mostly because it started to get a little weird. The only problem with it is that the toe cap on this shoe is really high. And it being really high does affect my flick. And it's okay, but it just looks weird and skates different. And I like shoes like this one. You know, the switch foot's not destroyed, where it's more closer down like this. Even on the switch foot's a little bit better, where it's not so much raised because it's like upsole is. I like pointed toes and the sole to meet the upper. It was really good bottoms, as you can see. They held up really well. I only skated the shoe for about a month maybe. I didn't skate for very long. Really flexible. Skated. Actually, it did skate really nice. It was kind of a heavier shoe. I mean, when I put an insole and laces in, it's more of like a heavier, more of like a thicker shoe than I've had in a little while. I wasn't really I liked it. It was comfortable. I had some protection. So that wasn't a problem. Same construction with the 3 lace holes, but this one has instead of a top toe cap, it's got a down toe cap. So the mid section is on top of the toe and on top of the heel cup, which really doesn't make a difference. It just looks different. I like personally when it's on top, not below, but that doesn't really matter. And again, with the stitching going all the way back, it's really efficient. I did get a hole right here, so I did shoe that. That wasn't a big deal. I started to get some abrasion up here-ish. My laces were starting to rip a little bit. I could have skated these longer, but I didn't, because they're starting to... Some shoes can be skated longer than others, even if some shoes take longer to wear down, because some shoes, even when they look like this, they're done because they're all like, they've lost their shape, and they're just too flimsy, and they don't skate the same. Like this shoe didn't last too long, skated down. I can still kind of skate it, but it's like air flick, where you don't feel like you're actually flicking. But like I've had shoes where I can actually like skate them down, and like they're still good. Like the S Edward, that's a shoe where if you skate it to where the sole's open, it still skates fine, because it's just like a solid shoe that keeps its shape. Some shoes just don't keep their shape. This one didn't keep its shape as long as I had previously hoped. The sole didn't burn out too quick, it held up pretty good. It was more of like a boiling process to where it slowly built up, and then after a couple days it just kind of crashed on me, and I got this big hole. Well, then I was opening into a hole, and then it started to rip right there, and then the hole in the suede. All happened in a couple days. I do recommend these shoes. I like them. They have a pretty decent board feel. But if you're someone, like, I'm trying to get into, like, clothes. But if you're someone who wears, like, skinnier pants, like me, I don't recommend the shoe as much because it does look a little off. But it's up to you if you like it. Obviously, I can't go to your preference. If you like folk shoes with good flick, I mean, this is a good, like, shoe for skating street and skating flat ground, but it's a solid training shoe too. It's got good board feel and it's really grippy. And that's it for those two. Just yesterday, I picked up these guys. As much as I do not like Nike, I don't really agree with what Nike does. Like, just like buying skateboarders. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not a big Nike fan. I have to say, this is I'm looking forward to this shoe. I haven't started skating yet. I got it at Ross for $28, and so really, when shoes are that cheap, my priorities kind of go out the window. I kind of just buy it if I like it. And I tried it on, and I do like it. It's red, which I have never done before. I've never had red shoes, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Seeing what it looks like on my grip tape. But other than that, I'll have this shoe, hopefully, like 2-3 months when I'll review this shoe, because I want the shoe to last. It's a really solid one-piece toe cap. The only problem again is the middle meets the toe in the middle where you ollie, and that's just like a downside. And it's only a double stitching with this kind of like this meshy type material coming out of it, which is probably not going to do well. But that's just shoe goo. I'll put that on there if it starts to rip quick. It's a Volksole with the pointed toe, and the upper isn't raised too high. I'll have a review on these when I'm done skating them, which shouldn't be too long. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more reviews. Thanks.